All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Paycheck. What is this, day 8, I guess, or day 7 of the Red Cross. So for those of you who are new to the show, what we're doing is a couple of things. We're building a bankroll from $10,000 to $100,000. So I started with 10 grand. I'm basically taking 10% of that bankroll out and buying in every day and trying to win 10% of that. So it's a 10% grind. It's really an exercise in discipline, what we're doing here. To see, can you do it? Can you go from 10K to 100K? So far, we're doing good. We're at I think 16 or 17,000 bucks right now. So we're doing good. We're marching along. It's been a grind, but we're marching. And again, with discipline, you can do anything. So that's that part of it. The second part of it is to survive that grind is what strategies do you play? Like, what do you do every day to win 10%? And the thing is, when you're going to the casino to play and have some fun and make a big, giant win, you're playing one way. When you're going to play and win 10, 15, 20% and get out quickly every day, your strategy has to change, your mindset's got to change. So that's part of this is an experiment in that, right? We're playing this month, we're playing one called and by the way, I do it for a whole month. I give every strategy a month to prove itself. We're doing what's called the Red Cross this month. And this one is, it's an Iron Cross variant. And here's kind of how it works. I'm going to show it to you at the level I'm playing it at, but you can play this, of course, at a much higher level. We're going to go with, it's a big set of bets, right? It's 75 on the 5. It'll be 90 on the 6 and 8. Let's get those set up. And 30 in the field. So it's a big Iron Cross. And then we're going to have $50 on the don't. The way that this was written by Waylon and myself, it was really bigger than this. We had 125, 150, 150, 75, and 100. So it's 4 units, 3 units, 5 units was how it was originally written. I scaled it back to play at the green chip level because our bankroll for this month is 2,500. So I scaled the numbers down. They still work pretty well. And the idea with an Iron Cross is you're going to bleed out on these field wins unless you play them aggressively. So here's the theory. 5, 6, and 8 all pay 105 bucks. 75, 90, 90. They each pay 105. On a 5, 6, or 8 hit, you'd lose your field. But you put the field back for 30 bucks and you're racking 75. The idea is that those 3 box numbers pay $75, which is awesome. On a field hit, it pays 30 bucks all the time. And my rule is, if it comes from the box, it goes to my rack. If it comes from the field, it goes into the box. So you win 30 bucks, I'd probably pick up a couple numbers. Or maybe stack it all on one number. Or maybe take that and press these numbers. The field number always goes up into the box, maybe grabs a hard way. It does the aggressive move from here to here, increasing the power of the box. And again, the box comes to the rack. Rack management on this one is kind of easy. Oh, the line, by the way. The line, we're going to play a parlay on the win. And we're going to, if we lose the point, we're going to switch sides. If we win the point, you stay. If you lose the point here, you go back. You go back and forth based on if you lose the bet or not. From the box. It's a Baccarat style ladder up parlay system. You'll see how that thing plays out as we go. So that's the setup here. What it is, if you take a look at the base numbers up there, you've got 225, 255 up top, plus the 30 is 285 up top. In the right side, the line is 50 bucks. So it's 285 plus 50. So it's, what is that, 335 total, right? 285, yeah, 335 total. So here we go. Let's get to the screen where I'm going to shoot from. And I'm going to take out of my rack, 400 bucks out of my rack, and I'm going to get $65 in change, okay? I'll leave those bets out there as I demoed them. And now we're ready to go. What I'm going to manage the rack is this. I've got $2,100 in the rack out of 2,500. So I'm missing 4 black chips, which is what you see out here, okay? As soon as I get my rack back to having the starting bankroll or within 100 bucks of starting bankroll, I know I'm done out here. That's my key. So I'm gonna watch the rack. The minute I get close to it, we're gonna call it. And that's all she wrote. Let's go here. We've had a couple of really good, easy runs the last week or so. I'm waiting for that shoe to drop. I don't trust it. It's so much on the right side. I'm waiting for myself to get railed here, but at some point it's gonna happen. I don't know which day it's gonna be, but it's gonna happen. Let's hope it's not today. Here we go. Coming out from the dome. Everything is off with the puck. That's gonna be a come out 9. Okay, 639, that's good. Makes it nice and simple. Booyah. There we go. Let's put that into the computer, 639. I might have to refresh. All right, come on. 6-3. There we go. I think that updates it. All right, here we go. Stay in the box. Look at it. Stay in that box. There's a 1 and a 4. That's a 5. And I'll show you again. Whoops. 4-1. How this pays. You lose the field, but you win 105 for 75 up top. Field goes back. 75 goes into the rack. Now, what I'm going to do in my rack is every time I catch 4 greens or 5 reds, I'm going to color up. I'm going to say check change to our dealers to get a black chip. I'm only doing this because it's easy for me to see where I am over here versus having a million green chips over here. It's going to make things look a little easier in the rack for us to manage. But honestly, having 4 green chips over here is the exact same. But here's our deal. We have 2 black chips. Again, I'm looking for 4 black chips as my get out of Dodge key, okay? At least 4, maybe 5. 5 would be nice. Here we go. That's a decent looking throw. It's a 4-3-1. Okay, that's going to be a field hit. 3-1-4. So I'm going to pay that in reds. $30. We're going to grab the 10 and the 4 with it. We're going to cover the whole box now with that field win. Again, the field never comes to the rack unless I catch like a 2 or a 12. I'll take the bonus back to the rack sometimes. Here we go. Four. Nailed it. Nice. 3-1. Okay, that's again going to pay $30 in the. I'm going to pay it like this. We'll pay it $30 that way for the field win. The 4 up top will pay 27. 15 pays $27. Okay, I'll take $2. I'll put the green over here. All right, now with this $30, what I'm going to do is make my 4 and 10 both look like a quarter with $10 in change. If they're both a quarter, I will take the $10 back to my rack. Those reds are a green. Again, just keep things colored up nice. Let's go. Stay up in the box, baby. That's all we got to do. Stay in the box. Oh, big hit. It's an 8 hard. 8 hard, that's a good one. 4-4. That worked. Okay, that's going to pay again. Lose 30, win 105, net 75. If I take a quarter out of my rack and say check change, please, I'll take 100 for 25. Take a black chip back. Now I've got 3 black chips and 2 greens in the rack. Okay, we're not quite out of Dodge yet, but we're getting damn close to it. Remember, there's 255 up top. Right, 255 up top plus the $50 that I put up there. So there's 355 up there. Or 305 up top. Just gotta know where you are. Gotta keep your eye on that bankroll the whole time you're playing this damn thing. Here we go. Stay clean. Hey, hey ho. That's a hard 4. Here we go. Look at that. Booyah. That's gonna pay 50 for 1 on the 4. There's my $1. That's 50, okay? Comes down to the rack. And again, there's $100, okay? We'll get a black chip for that. Just trade it on in. The field also pays $30, all right? So if you look at my rack, if I were to bring this back to my rack, okay, what I've got is $435, $24.35 in the rack. Remember, I start with 2,500. Here's 400 of it. What I need to get out of here right now is 350 bucks to be out of the game. Right? I need 350 to be out of the game. What I got, as you know, is 285, 305, 355. I'm out of the game. Right? This is it. We've made our paycheck. So what I'm going to do is pull all this down. There's no need to keep doing it, right? I'm tempting fate if I keep it all up there. What I will do with 50 bucks on the 9 is I'll place the 9 for 40, okay? That'll guarantee me 50 bucks coming back into the rack. And why that's important is this. Here's 275. I'm gonna take 2 blacks for the 200. I'm gonna put a nickel out here, or the quarter out here, and get a black for those greens. Now watch. That's $300 coming back to my rack. There's my starting bankroll, my 2,500. There is 225 in profit locked. We know no matter what happens here, we're bringing $50 more back to the rack. I'm either going to lose 40 and win 50, comes back to the rack, or I'm going to win 56 and lose 50, back to the rack. Either way, we're at paycheck. So here we go. So let's roll it out and wait it out, right? I'm going to play this thing again, super disciplined where I can. And just run for the hills, man. That's it. Those 4s today helped. I would have rather been a 5, 6, or 8, 75 instead of 50, but it still works out, right? There's a hard 6, so we'll just let it roll. If it's a 50 roller and we miss it, that's gonna be okay, right? We're playing for a paycheck today in this whole show. We're not playing for a home run. No excess wins today. We're gonna just let it sit how it rolls and let fate take it where it's gonna take it. 6, 6. I'm just gonna stack them and chuck them pretty randomly. And when we get done here, stay on. I'm gonna show you the stats. The stats are very interesting. Very interesting. Here we go. 5, 1, 6. Look at the 6s. Look at the 6 today. That's like the 50th 6 I've thrown. 5, 1. It feels like it. It's how many 4s? 3 4s? A couple of 6s. Feels like I threw more 6s. I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. That's going to be ace. Look at the field now. Yesterday I threw 0 fields. Today we're just all over the damn thing. And this seems like it was a 1-1. This seems like such a passive way to play this thing. I'm normally not a very passive player, but again, when you're paycheck playing like this is a complete paycheck move, you got to get out. You got to protect it. And there's a 4 again. Wow, flip the 4, Adam G. Flip the 4. What a good roll this is, huh? What's our roll quality? Our roll quality score has got to be high, right? 20.2. We've got 4. We hit the repeater on the 4. That's awesome. Hit the repeater. The DIY repeater would have been great. Lay the 3. I wish I could. There's a hard 10. We are killing the field right now. Holy shit. Look at this mess. This is the day that if you stay on and keep playing, you make a fortune, right? But again, we're doing the right thing here. We're doing the right thing by locking this up. I'm going to keep telling myself, there's the 3, Jacob. Can't lay the 3. When the shooter's going to hit the small, 2, 1, 3. Ding, 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 ding. What do I need? A yo? I just need a yo? Come on, Chiro. What's up, baby? What's up, Chiro? Let's go. Where's your yo? There's a 6. 4, 2. What a great roll. What a great roll. And we're just going to watch it. We're just going to watch it go by. Love it. There it is. There's the all. Look at that. What a great morning. Right? Boom, boom, boom. That is the ATS. I know that's lame as hell to celebrate it when I don't bet it, or I didn't bet it today, but that's some fun shit right there. Hitting the all, first thing in the morning, just roll out of bed. Literally got up like 11 minutes ago. I got up, made a cup of coffee, rolled out here. I'm not even awake. There's the 3, repeater 3. I love when I pull all my bets down and roll for an hour afterwards. It's my favorite. Roll quality 26.5. There's the 9. Okay, finally, we have a resolution. Never 7'd out. There's the 639. So we will lose our don't, but we'll make $56 up top. The net result of that is going to be this. There's 50. There's my 75. There's basically 95. Oh, there's 100. I'm sorry, I had another quarter sitting there. That'll be a black chip coming back, folks. Looks like I won today $321, right? That's not bad. Not bad at all, 321. And I got out of this hand in roll 7 or something like that. Shooter's still going, right? We could have regressed up in here. I'll show you the regression to this, by the way, if you wanted to do it, is this. It's a simple regression here, right? If we're at 3 units up top, the regression is 1 unit. So it would have looked like this. Had I had another $100 in the rack, what I would have done is this: pull back to 3 units or 5 units, 5 $5 units up top, and 3 $5 units in here. If you stick to the unit count, it's easy, right? It's always 5 up here and 3 in here. Simple, right? We could have rode this out right here with a locked $200 in profit for all those rolls, right? There's probably another $250 sitting here in wins. Had we had enough money to regress to this and felt okay about it, we were just barely at Paycheck, so I couldn't do that, but that's the option here, right? You regress down to this and just keep on rolling it if you want to, or you can just jump into the box and play up top. But there it is, guys. That is a $321 Paycheck, I think, right? 321? 321. Let me go and put that in the system. Log it up, 321. So far, the Red Cross is doing good, but I think it's doing good because I'm awesome at rolling. That's what it comes down to. It's been doing well, but we've had some magical freaking runs here as we go. Let's see, tools, session log. There's that. This is going to be the daily paycheck. It's going to be the Red Cross. In for 2,500, out for 2821 from the bank. ATS, first shooter. All right, save that. And there it is. There's your daily win. Nice. Like I said earlier, I'm a little worried that it's been too easy the last few days, right? We've had all these nice 250 wins. Honest to God, you come out of this thing, if you catch 5 non-sevens, you're out, right? Any 5. If it's 5 fields, if it's 5 of these, you're basically going to be out, right? Because the fields are going to hit the box like the 4 today. You're going to whack that thing a couple times. 5 rolls and you're pretty much through it. The problem is, hit that point really quick, you Baccarat over here, you layer up, it doesn't always work out. You get a run of 7s up in there and you can be down quick. Ken lost $5,000 on this thing like that the other night. It can happen when it goes super south. So ride the wave while you have it. We did good today. We did good last week. The bad day is coming. So buckle up, put some Jameson in your coffee. It's coming. It's going to be freaking ugly. Okay. Jacob says I'm a pro dice guitar. Let me actually do. So I'm going to do something with you, right? You ready for this? I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to show you the stats. I think the stats are interesting here. Let me go here. If you want to see them, I'm going to switch to this. I got to go to the roll tracker, and it's going to be for. Okay, here's the daily paycheck rolls. This is what we just did. So if you take a look at all the rolls, we have 3,200 rolls. Okay, right now my SRR is where is it? SRR is 6, exactly 6. Okay, my SOR 871, 7. That's box numbers to 7s is 577. Okay, my average roll quality is about 35. This roll here is a 38. Roll quality is a measure of how many times you're repeating the same number. So like this gets you, based on probability, increasing scores for the number of 4s and 6s that I hit today, right? But look at this stuff here. If I zoom this way in, you can't see the zoom in, but if I zoom in here, look at this. I'm hitting on the points I'm hitting almost perfectly, right? I'm hitting the points. Look at my green expected or my green actual versus the expected. I'm not sure if you guys can even see. Can you see this? Am I showing you the right thing? You are seeing it, okay. If I do this, you're seeing it. Oh, I can zoom in. Hold on, let me zoom in. If I zoom in, now can you see the zoom? Let me see. Ooh, you can. Cool, awesome. All right, this is great. So now let's dive in further here. So here's the actual outcome groups. Right? My box numbers, I threw 21, 24. I should have thrown 21, 37. I'm like within 10 of the expected number of box numbers. My inside numbers are 1 off of what you expect them to be. My outside numbers, I'm way low on the 4 and 10, way behind 4 and 10, okay? Which means my box numbers are thick on 5, 6, 8s, and 9s, right? Versus the outside numbers. You can see all my numbers are exactly what you expect. The points made, I should have had, I made the point of 5 42 out of 43 times. I made the 8 48 out of 50 times. This is out of expected times to make it, not actual times, right? So my 10s are good. This is where it gets interesting. Look at the pyramid, right? I throw a few more 8s than I should. Everything else is like almost within 1 or 2. Look at that, within 1, the 11s are. The 10s are within 1. The 6s, 442 versus 445. I'm like so close to the random expectation, it's not even funny. This is the one I would show you. Payable hits per shooter. So the box per shooter, 19 and 17 is 34.5% of the time, or 36.5% of the time, I don't get 2 box numbers. I get 0 or 1 box numbers. 36%, we don't even see 1. Okay? Then you start getting into how many times do you see 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is random. Random is 35%. You will not see a box number. That's just the way that it goes. Of course, we got a bunch of good rolls in here, right? Some 20-plussers and that kind of thing. But the inside hits, it's 24, 34, 43% of the time, I only see 1 or 0 inside hits. So the skill 66 will fail. How many times? 30, 42%, 43% of the time, the skill 66 or something inside press and pull will fail on my random rolls. So am I a good shooter? I'm okay. Not great. Outside, 4s or 10s, 76% of the time, I don't get but 1 4 or 1 10. And that's it. I am literally 3,000 rolls into this thing, and we're fully random. 3,200 rolls in, we are fully on the more I roll, the closer the pyramid looks so perfect when you see this thing. Am I a good thrower? Sure. What I think is magical about this run that we're on, not a run, but this whole show, this is going to be, we're 60-something shows in, right? 60-something sessions in, 69 or whatever it is now, 68. 3,200 rolls, exactly random. Everything is perfect random, and we're still up about, I don't know, what are we up? $7,000, $6,000, something like that. We're on a positive trajectory, and it's not because of this. It ain't because of my rolls. You can look at the rolls here and say it's not because John's rolling good. John's rolling okay. Periodically, I roll great, like today, right? I think it's an exercise in discipline. I think it's putting the bets in the best possible spot to win when the wins do come, when the rolls do match, and it's getting the hell out when the getting's good. I think not tempting fate is a big deal. I really believe that. I really believe in discipline. Discipline over aggression. You get aggressive when you get the chance to get aggressive. Today would have been a good day. If I had had 1 more 6 before I pulled everything down today, let's go back over here again. If I had 1 more 6 before I pulled the whole thing down, then we'd had an extra $100 to play with, an extra $75 to go out there with that lower version, and I could have been aggressive then, right? We didn't. I decided to be extra, because what would have happened, right? If I would have not pulled back when I had the 250, you know what happens. The next roll's a 7. The next roll's a 7, right? And we're fighting from behind. So you do the right thing there. But yeah, sometimes you get that excess money and it works out for you. Today was not the day to play with excess. We just squeaked it out, and I'm happy about that. So I'm going to go back in, get warmed up, and get ready for the next show. The best shooter. Appreciate that. Waylon's right. It's all about the rack management. Rack management and having the bankroll. That's super key. And the key is to bet the numbers for the roll. Sometimes it just works out, right? Anyway, there it is. I'm not going to crow about my shooting, but I will tell you that we're getting lucky. The bets are where the dice are, and that's been a nice place to be for the last week or so. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm gonna go warm up. I'll see you for coffee and craps at 8. We're gonna do the Paroli today. I think today's the Paroli, or is today the Parlay Press? I think today's Parlay Press on our positive progression side. Love y'all. God bless y'all. See you in a little bit. And again, thanks for being here. Later, y'all. Jacob, you're the top guy. We're all chasing Jacob. Love you, brother.